Hey Cancer, welcome back, and anyone that's new, welcome here. All is welcome. All right, my lovely Cancers. Before I got on, I meditated on you lovely Cancers. All right. So I got something about what you nurture grows. Okay, so like watering your seeds of some sort. Some of you got I've got the image of like you like watering plants or whatnot, something like that. Okay. I also got someone who recently got their hair done. They may have gotten their hair done recently, or let's say you got a haircut or something, but that's what I was receiving in the meditation. So that could resonate for somebody out there. Then I got something about grapes. Some of you, maybe you had some form of grapes, maybe you like grape jelly, maybe you use grape jelly or something, but I got grapes, okay? So that's what I got in the meditation. If it resonates, fantastic. If not, just dismiss it, and let's get into this reading, all right? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is a general reading. Also, energies can be reversed. I could be talking to a cross watcher. Also, my readings are timeless, so if it's for you, it will find you. All right, let's do this. All right, Universal Guidance, Spirit Guides, please let me be a clear channel for the collective of Cancer. Thank you. Ooh. Let's see what comes out. Let's see what we have. What do we have for Cancer, please? Universal Guidance, Spirit Guides, what do we have for Cancer? What do we have for Cancer, please? What do we have for Cancer? What do we have? Universal Guidance, Spirit Guides. Nope, it's not coming out. There it is. Adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. All right, what else do we have for Cancer, please? Courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. Wow, okay. So there's a lot going on here. You may have had some form of challenges in your life, but you are learning that that's the best way to learn, right? You know, if everything was just so easy in life, you know, it could be harder. It would be not much of a learning lesson, okay? Sometimes we have to have those adversities, those challenges, those bumps in the roads and whatnot to really learn and grow. So I feel like you're stepping through this and you're taking that courage and the inner strength to face some form of fear with confidence, okay? So you may have had a lot of challenges going on more so recently, but you're really finding the inner strength to face some fear with confidence. So there's something going on with that. Some of you may have been dealing with fear, and you're like, okay, I'm going to have the courage to face this with confidence, okay? So it could be something you're doing in life. It could be something that, you know, has something to do with some form of challenge, right? You're like, okay, I'm having a challenge right now, but I'm going to face this fear and I'm going to do it with courage and confidence, which is 100% beautiful, okay? For some of you, now I'm getting like the strength card, so I wouldn't be surprised if the strength card shows up somewhere in this reading, so we'll see. I'm also going to pull another oracle card in my Moonology deck and see what comes out. What else do we have for Cancer? What else do you have for Cancer, please? What else do you have for Cancer? You and your loved ones are safe. That feels good. Okay. It's interesting because it says new moon in Cancer as well. You and your loved ones are safe. That's a message for somebody out there. I'm just feeling like maybe there's some form of protection, divine protection from you, for you with the you are loved, you and your loved ones are safe. That's what I'm receiving. Some of you could have had some form of challenges going on with that, but know that you and your loved ones are safe, okay? That's a really good feeling. That's a really good message, and maybe there's some form of fears that came through with that. Like, is me and my loved ones safe? Like, are we going to get through these adversities together? For some of you, and that fear, You're facing that fear, but there's a message from Spirit here that says you and your loved ones are safe. That's fantastic, okay? All right, so we're going to go to overall energy and see what comes out. See what comes out. Let's see what we have. What do we have for Cancer for the overall energy, please? Universal God and Spirit Guides. What do we have for Cancer? The Hierophant. Okay, so this has something to do with beliefs, your morals, your values, okay? This is definitely your overall energy. So maybe your shift in beliefs are, happening here. You're shifting your perspectives of some sort when it comes to your beliefs and your morals and your values. That could be the overall energy as well. Okay, what you believed in at one point, maybe you no longer believe in. So there's a lot of shifting going on as well. I'm definitely receiving that. Okay. Let's go to the past energy. What's the past energy for Cancer? What's the past energy? So, Four of Swords. I feel like there's something going on where you're like, okay, I need to heal. So a lot of you in the past, maybe we're healing from something, resting, taking a break. For some of you may have taken a break here in the past. Maybe you went on a vacation for some of you. That could have been the case. But I feel like with the Four of Swords, it's like I really am going to sit and meditate, take time for myself, take a pause, meditate on something, do a lot more healing, okay? So there's a lot of healing going on in the past here. This could go along with like the Hierophant for the overall energy, right? So like really contemplating, meditating, like what speaks to you, what makes you happy, what are your beliefs, what are your morals, what do you value, stuff like that. That's what I'm receiving here, okay? Okay. Let's go to the current energy. What's the current energy for Cancer, please? What's the current energy? The World card. There could be a new cycle going on in your life. There could also be cycles that are ending as well. But I feel like for the most part, this could be a new cycle. So we'll see what comes out when I clarify, okay? There's a new cycle. Okay. I get with the World card, this is also like traveling the world for some of you. I don't necessarily feel like a lot of you Cancers were traveling the world or are currently traveling the world, although I could be picking up on maybe one or two of you that are doing so, okay? Let's go to the outside energy. What's the outside energy for Cancer? Four of Wands. Okay. Four of Wands. So outside energy is, your community of some sort. You have a community that's very supportive for the outside energy. There could be a lot of celebrations that are going on. Maybe that you're surrounded by. For some of you, I'm receiving that. There's something going on with that, okay? Some of you have gone to celebrations or gatherings recently. Some of you, I'm feeling like you're waiting to hear back from, like, let's say a house, like hearing back on a home of some sort, or like hearing back from like an apartment or something. So some of you, I'm definitely receiving that, like you're like waiting to hear back from somebody when it comes to an apartment or a house or something like that, okay? I'm getting that for some of you. That's really coming through, okay? Let's go to the challenge. What's the challenge? What's the challenge for Cancer? Okay. It's hard to walk away from an old life, what you used to believe in, who you've used to surround yourself with. This is walking away from people, places, and things that don't serve you any longer. So that could be what's very challenging. This is why Hierophant is out as well. So it's like you know, it's kind of hard to walk away. It's like you've been living a whole life, your whole life, looking at this world in like this one perspective, and then you shift suddenly and you're like, well, wait a second, does that make me happy? Is that what speaks to me? Like, you know, what am I believing in? What do I believe in? What are my morals? What are my values, right? And that can shift your perspective, and then you're like, well, I no longer want to live that life. I want to go towards this direction. So some of you, it's hard to like put behind you know, past things, past beliefs, or a way of living for some of you, right? That's what I'm receiving. Let's go to what you're not aware of. What is Cancer not aware of? The Hanged One. It's about surrendering, releasing, letting go. You may feel like you're stuck in a perspective of some sort, and that could be what you're not aware of, right? It's like about shifting that perspective, surrendering, releasing, letting go. Something going on with that, okay? I feel like you've been very stuck, or feeling stuck or blocked, or feeling as if like you're shifting out of a belief. Or for so long, maybe you were like, wow, I've had a lot of fear, right? So you've taken the fear and you've faced it with confidence. You've gone through these challenges in life, but you realize that this is the best way to learn. So there's definitely a lot of shifting perspective. Okay, shifting perspective. Let's go to the possible outcome. What's the possible outcome, please, for Cancer? Wheel of Fortune. Something that's destined and fated here. A good turning point, so we'll see. All right, I'm going to pull advice after I clarify. Let's see. Why the Hierophant? Why the Hierophant? Ooh, 8 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, definitely. Yeah. There could be something you're very passionately investing in here, okay? You're going towards something very passionately with the Knight of Wands, and I feel like you're investing into something, okay? You have a lot of passion towards this, whether it's like, you know, hey, I'm very passionate about, let's say, crypto, or I'm passionate about investing into some form of stocks, right? Or whatever, you know, this feels more practical. So I feel like you're really investing into something here, okay? I also see you as really reflecting and investing into maybe a mindset, okay, of some sort. With the 8 of Swords, this is like mental entrapment. So for the overall energy, it's like, all right, I'm planning on, you know, planting my seeds. This is what I was talking about, planting my seeds and nurturing it. That was in the meditation. Some of you actually have plants, and maybe you were watering it with a water can or something. So I was receiving that in the meditation. But I feel like this is definitely like nurturing maybe yourself as well, and really investing. With the 8 of Swords being here and the Knight of Wands, this is like, you know, the Knight of Swords is like one of the fastest knights in the deck, okay? So it's like, okay, I'm really going to invest into this. I'm very passionate about it. With some of you, it's definitely something around your beliefs. And then with the 8 of Swords, it's like a mental entrapment. So like beliefs, what you used to believe in, or the things you've told yourself, or the negative energy that maybe you've, I heard, engulfed, okay? So maybe like there's people around you that you're like, okay, well, there's so many negative energies around me. And some of you don't realize how much you're absorbing that as well. I also feel like maybe for so long you've thought a certain way. Maybe you've looked at something with the 8 of Swords and it's like you've been trapped in something. But I feel like you're really getting out of that. Let's go to the 4 of Swords in the past. Why the 4 of Swords? 8 of Wands, King of Cups, Temperance. You're getting a lot of divine downloads for some of you. I get that. Because we have the 8 of Wands, King of Cups, Temperance. This is connecting. Maybe you've definitely rested, healed. You've maybe done some form of meditation practice with the Temperance. This is like, you know, getting into balance here. I feel like you are getting into balance, getting into alignment, really healing the heart here. Okay, for some of you, you're healing the heart, getting into balance, getting into alignment, like I said, and it's coming in very quickly. Okay, I'm getting, there could be some form of fast communication here in the past as well. But I definitely feel like the more you're healing and the more you're evolving into getting into the alignment within yourself here, I feel like your heart is opening up more quickly, right? As you heal some things from the past, in the past, right? Or a way of looking at things, especially when you go from the Eight of Swords and then the King of Cups, you know, because when we're in our mind space, we are not able to be in our heart space. And it's hard for us to even create in a manner as well. Okay, let's go to the World for the current energy. Why the World? 2 more cards, please. 2 more cards. Yeah. There's 3 of Swords, the Knight of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. Some of you, the number 3 could be significant. You could be seeing 333 on the clock. Could be an angel number, could be your favorite number for some of you, but the 3 of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and 3 of Pentacles. It could be like third-party situations ending here, a cycle that's ending, third-party situations. I do see something around, for some of you, you're in a very artsy vibe, right? Your creative vibe, especially if you see this person is definitely like drawing, maybe you do something with art, you're into art a lot. Knight of Cups is someone who's very like into music or art, the arts. I get the arts vibe, okay? So some of you are into like art, singing, creating. And I see you facing your back towards a 3 of Swords, okay? So it's like, all right, well, I'm gonna step away in these cycles of third parties, getting third party situations, heartbreak as well. So I feel like this is what you're stepping away from and the cycle's ending, especially when in the past you're in this place where I'm like, I'm going to get into alignment, I'm going to heal, I'm going to open my heart, expand my heart, because I've been this way, right? I've been in third-party situations, or like I've been wrapped up in my mind for some of you, right? Let's go to the outside energy. Why the 4 of Wands? Why the 4 of Wands? Lovers, 10 of Wands, King of Pentacles. Something's heavy. Some of you have a job where it feels very heavy for some of you, like you feel like you're taking on a lot of burdens. You could also be taking on a lot of burdens when it comes to like just outside things, the practical matters, the day-to-day tasks. So I feel like that's what's going on as well. I feel like you're also making this decision to end something. It could be something around, this is what I'm talking about with the King of Pentacles and the 4 of Swords or 4 of Wands, is like, this could be like some form of home or like where you're living or something like that. And that's why I feel like for some of you, you're like, all right, I'm going to look somewhere else. Or some of you are waiting on something where it's like, all right, a home of some sort or a different apartment or wherever, right? So there's something like that. But there's something that on the outside here, I feel like there's someone who carries a lot of heavy burdens, right? Trying to end the cycles of the heavy burdens, carrying a lot day to day here, okay? And this could also be someone you're connecting with as well, where they take on a lot of heavy burdens, you know, something like that as well. This is very specific. Some of you have a nose ring. That's very specific. I just randomly got that. So maybe that may resonate for maybe one of you, maybe 2 of you. I got nose ring. Okay. Well, that wanted to come out. This came out first, and then this. So one more card, please, for the challenge. One more card for the challenge, please. making this the overall energy. The Sun, the Tower, and the Hierophant. Yeah, it's like going towards like what makes you happy, right? Okay. So with the challenge being here with that the Eight of Cups, I feel like it's like hard to walk away from some form of like beliefs that you've had, the way of doing life at one point, the challenges, the adversities in your life. But I feel like there's something that's challenging here is like the Tower, the Sun, and the Hierophant. That is 3 major arcanas. This is very significant. It's speaking very loudly, right? So there's something around going towards what you are, what makes you happy can sometimes be a challenge. Because I feel like for some of you, it could be like, well, I'm constantly always trying to make everybody else happy, right? Or this is like walking away from people, places, and things that don't serve you, and like that's also aligning with your beliefs, right? What you value. There's a lot of growth here. There's a lot of expansion. There's a lot of just like walking a whole different path for you, Cancer. Okay, let's go to the Hangman. What's the Your cards are flying out today. For what you don't know, what you're not aware of. One more card, please, for the Hangman. 2 of Pentacles. So Ace of Wands, 6 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles. This is like, you know, really like, hey, I'm going back and forth with something. You may be having a hard time releasing some things. You could be also really trying. Okay, I'm getting a 1 foot in, 1 foot out energy, and I'm getting this energy where it's like, okay, this is the way I'm going to live my life. This is how I want to live my life. But then sometimes you want to revert back to the old ways, the old you, right? So it's like a battle between the old you and the new you. Battle between the old you versus the new you. And it's like, oh my gosh, I'm going back and forth. You may be holding on to some form of beliefs or something from childhood as well, and that could be what's causing some conflict here. Maybe around your perspective of some sort. Maybe this is like, this is the way I have to live my life, or something like that with the 6 of Cups too, because this is more childhood as well. Okay, with the 6 of Cups. And all of a sudden I'm like, okay, if you have children, you and your loved ones are safe as well, as it says on the card, right? So maybe that's something maybe you're not aware of. Like, you and your loved ones are safe. It's going to be okay. Okay, that's what I'm getting as well. Yeah. Let's go to the Wheel of Fortune for the possible outcome. By the Wheel of Fortune. Page of Wands, 7 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. Yeah, okay. So there's something that's destined and fated to come in here in the possible outcome, okay? I see a lot of abundance coming through. There could be a life partner that comes in for the possible outcome. I get a lot of inspiration. I get a lot of abundance coming your way for that possible outcome. I feel like what's going on here is that this is destined and fated to happen. It is destined. It's a good turning point. So some of you are actually gaining some form of financial abundance as well as love coming in with the 2 of Cups too. Okay. So I'm really receiving that. There is something with the Page of Wands where I feel like you're receiving some form of good news as well. And I feel like if you continually go towards your inspirations, there could be a little bit of like a self-deceptive energy here as well. But I feel like that's shifting here. Okay. That's definitely what I feel. And I feel like there is something coming in that's destined and fated to happen here. And I feel like it's definitely financial abundance and love as well. Okay? Let's go to advice. What advice do you have for Cancer, please? What advice? What advice do you have for Cancer? 9 of Pentacles, the High Priestess, 5 of Pentacles. Yeah. Work on your own independence, 9 of Pentacles. Work on your self-confidence. Work on being confident, independent, self-confident. Follow your intuition as well. Be confident in yourself here, because I feel like what's going on with the High Priestess is like, trust yourself, trust your intuition, okay, with the High Priestess. Be confident in that, and do not have, there's something around releasing some form of fears. Maybe you don't trust yourself enough for some of you, so there's something around trusting yourself enough, like especially with the 9 of Pentacles and the High Priestess. Really being confident about what your intuition is telling you, listening to your own intuition, okay, and getting out of this fear, moving out of fear or a lack mentality of some sort, okay? So I'm definitely receiving that. Let's go to the mindful message card and see what comes out, okay? What do we have for Cancer, please? What do we have for Cancer? What do we have for Cancer? Play. I am completely engaged in what I do in the here and now. I call it play. Instead of work, I am deeply fulfilled by all that I do. Okay. I truly, truly hope this helped, and I hope this resonated with you guys. I will see you guys next time. I love you so, so much. One love, and namaste.